We're joined on the phone today by actor Michael Cudlitz. You might remember him from his portrayal as Sergeant Ford on The Walking Dead. He's been in a lot of other stuff over the years. Right now he's on a show called The Kids Are All Right, Tuesday nights on ABC. Hey, Michael, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm excellent. Thanks for joining me today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Well, let's talk about your new show here, The Kids Are All Right. I know we're in the midst of it here. Can you tell the listeners a bit about it in case they haven't had a chance to check it out yet?
Yeah, it's Kids Are All Right takes place in the summer of 1972. It's about an Irish Catholic family, working class family. We have 8 kids, all boys, ranging from age 6 months to 20 years old. And like I said, it takes place in the summer of 1972, and told through the eyes of what would be the middle son, not including the 6-month-old, Timmy, who is our show's creator.
Awesome, and it airs Tuesday nights on ABC. And I know, Michael, you've played a lot of more dramatic roles, a lot of tough guys in your career. How is it for you being able to be more of a comedic role?
Oh, it's fun. I get to enter a room and not worry about killing everybody in it.
Yeah, and it seems like you're probably about the age that these kids would have been in the show, so I'm sure you're kind of channeling a bit of that as far as your memories of that time period.
I am. A lot of it is real familiar. What's kind of amazing to me is that, a lot of the kids now literally have no idea, that this sort of type of parenting existed, because they have not been around it. They're mostly, very protected, a lot of helicopter parenting. We were in the 70s, there was very, very little parental supervision when you were growing up. And yeah, I mean, it was, for the good and the bad of it. I'm not saying it was all great. I'm sure there were consequences for some people. But I loved it. I loved sort of doing my own thing and having the freedom to succeed and fail on my own. It made me who I am today. So I think we've lost a lot moving forward, and I'm sure we've gained some, but I feel like we've lost a lot.
Well, again, The Kids Are All Right, Tuesdays on ABC, and I know a lot of people love the show, so it's likely going to be back for another season, I imagine.
We're hopeful. Yeah, we'll find out in the next couple of weeks, but that's kind of normal. Comedies, you do your thing, and you find out at the very end of the year if you're coming back. So we're having a great time doing the show. Really great group of people, and the audience loves it. So, we shall see.
And I know another show that the audience loves, of course, still The Walking Dead, and I'm guessing you'll probably always be associated with that show. You'll be Sergeant Ford to a lot of people, probably for the rest of your life.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I think there's certain things you do that you're connected to, forever, and that show being as big as it is, and sort of the impact it has had on society. Yeah, that'll be connected to me for a while, and I'm still over there at the show. I go back and I direct, and I'm still connected with them. So, yeah, there's no rush to get that out of my life. They've been very good to me, and I had a great time with it, and the fan base is amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. You're still able to be involved behind the scenes, and of course, your death on the show, one of the more memorable, kind of best of list sort of TV moments. So I guess if you had to be taken off the show, that's probably the best way for it to happen. Exactly.
Yeah, I went out in a better way, at least, than in the graphic novels. It was good. I loved my time on the show, and but it was time to leave. He had told his story, so I'm fine with all of it.
Well, we're here in Minnesota, and I got to ask you, I didn't put 2 and 2 together until recently, but you've got a small connection to us here as far as when you were one of the bad guys from Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks. I knew you were going there. When you started talking initially, I was like, wait, is this guy up in Canada? And then when you said Minnesota, I go, oh, he's going to go Mighty Ducks on me. Yeah, I was in Mighty Ducks 3, so I was not, a large part of the franchise, and I only point that out because that franchise meant a lot to a lot of people growing up, and I would not want to misrepresent my place in it. I was very happy to be part of it, but I was only in it for a small role in Mighty Ducks 3. But I learned how to ice skate for that movie, and I sort of discovered hockey in that movie and still love going to hockey games to this day. So, yeah, it's a very, very cool memory for me.
So do you think maybe down the road you might consider relocating here back to Minnesota? Or?
We were thinking about, actually, my wife and I were thinking about looking for a place there, but I just couldn't, what is it, construction season and mosquito season? Is that the two seasons?
Besides the 9 months of winter, yeah.
No, yeah, but I remember being out there like, oh, yeah, it's mosquito season and construction season.
Well, again, the kids are all right on ABC Tuesday nights, and you mentioned, doing some stuff behind the scenes as well, and you've done a little bit of everything. And I noticed, I was excited to see on your IMDb page you were a carpenter on Chud 2 Bud the Chud. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I did a lot of, when I was paying my way through school, I did a lot of construction for film and television, and most of that was B-movie, B-horror movies. So I probably did, 30 or 40 horror movies where I did the construction on. And then I became a construction coordinator, and I was actually one of the first construction coordinators on the original Beverly Hills 90210.
Sure.
We built all the stages, converted all the sound stages for that. And today we're actually shooting The Kids Are All Right in those stages that I converted for 90210 26 years ago.
Wow.
7 years ago.
Yeah, it's incredible, how things have worked out for you. And, of course, the kids are all right still in the midst here. Is there anything else maybe coming up we should be looking out for?
I'm doing The Kids Are All Right, and in between on downtime, I go back and I direct on Walking Dead. So that's kind of tying me up for now, full time.
Excellent. Well, I'm sure whatever comes up, it'll be successful for you. I'm a big fan of yours, and I appreciate you being on with me today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.
And again, that was actor Michael Cudlitz. You can check him out on The Kids Are All Right, Tuesday nights on ABC.